Hi, and welcome to the December newsletter. I wanted to do something a little bit different this newsletter rather than just give you a tip. I thought we would learn a Christmas song. So one of the Christmas songs that I picked out is the classic song Away in a Manger. I'm going to teach it to you in the key of D. Now the music for this, the PDF of this, is attached to this newsletter, so you can just you can download the music and actually be working with me on it. Let me play it for you first, and then we'll talk through it. And there you go, and then it just repeats on the music. So let me just go ahead and show you what I'm doing here. Starts out, has a few slides and some hammer-ons and pull-offs just to give it a little bit of character. Now I first start off with a G grace note that goes up to the A. You'll notice in the music there are little notes, there are the regular size notes, then there's just really small notes next to a couple of them. Those are called grace notes. They have a little slash in them. And what that means is that's a little note that occurs actually before the main note that's coming. So like for that first A, I start on the G with my pinky, and I'm going to slide immediately up to the A. And then I go into this sort of a D5 chord. You'll notice the chord shapes that I have on top of the music. I have the chord names, but they also have a chord block. How I relate these chord melody things is in chord shapes. So I tried to notate the exact shape that I'm thinking for that particular chord that corresponds for that measure. So that's why the different shapes are up there. As well as you also look at the tab. I tried to be very accurate on the tab to notate exactly how I'm playing things so there's no confusion of what you need to do. So we start off with that first note, and I play this D5, and then I do these melody notes in 6. Look, you'll notice that the top notes have the stems going up. That's the melody notes. So I have a G and a B, and an A and an F sharp, and then I go to a D chord, but I'm going to hammer on this F sharp, this D going to the F sharp. That's what that little grace note is, and then I just do it in reverse. So now I'm going to pull off that F sharp to the open E, and I hit the single note D, and I go to a G2 form. Same thing here, hammer on from the B to the C sharp, got to use your first finger there, then reverse, pull off from the C sharp to the B, and then kind of a D with an F sharp form. So let me just play that much so far. Sixths, hammer on to the D, hammer off, single note D, G2 form, hammer onto the C sharp, pull off the C sharp, D with an F sharp in the bass, and that's the first line. Now let's do the second line. I go to a sort of an A2 form here in the first measure of the second line. You'll notice I have some notes that have the stems that are going down. Those are the bass notes, generally played with your thumb, and the notes that are going up with the stem, those are the melody notes. So that second line, first measure, goes. I'm going to kind of switch to an A7th form here. Again, hammering on from the open B to the C sharp, and you should end in an A7th form there. Then I go back to my G2, and then again with a D with a hammer onto that F sharp. So that second line would be A7 form here, now this third line is exactly like the first line, so you just play it again. Hammer onto the F sharp, then pull off G2, hammer onto the C sharp, pull off, D with the F sharp at the bass. Last line, this fourth line, I go to an E minor form. I do some sixths here, A with the F sharp, open G, open E. And then this second measure of the fourth line, I go to a B minor. Now this is probably the trickiest measure in the whole song, because I have to do that B minor bar. And here on that E in the second beat, I could play it open, but the easier way to do it is actually to move your pinky out and hit the E at the second string 5th fret. You'll notice that that's what the tab indicates as well. So that measure would be, so it's a little bit of an odd fingering, although it's easier than the open fingering. Then I go to a G, 6th chord, really it's all just open, A 7th, with the last note being that C sharp there, and then I resolve on the D. Alright, so let me play it for you one more time from the top. 6, hammer on, pull off, G2, hammer on, pull off, D with the F sharp. Kind of an A2 form here. Switching to an A7th form here, hammer on, G2, D, hammer on to the F sharp. Just like the first line. Hammer on, pull off, E minor, 6 here, B minor bar, reach out for that E here, G6, and there you go. A little arrangement of Away in a Manger for you. And so work on that. It gives you something to work on over the holidays. Now I wanted to also let you know of a little challenge here, a little Learn and Master Guitar Holiday Challenge. One of the best things about the holidays is getting all the family together and singing songs and doing things like that. So I wanted to encourage you. Here's your challenge. This will make the strongest of men weak-kneed. You ready? Here we go. Grab your guitar sometime over the holidays, bring it into the living room where all the folks are, and play something for them. Doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if it's Jingle Bells or if it's this or one of the other Christmas arrangements that I have on our discussion board. You're welcome to use any of that stuff. Conquer your fears, gather your strength up, and grab your guitar and play for some folks over the holidays. That's my challenge to you. That's my challenge to you, is to do that. If you can get a video of it, even better, post it up on the discussion board and encourage other folks by it. I realize it's terrifying. That's exactly why I'm asking you to do it. So it's a perfect time to do that. Anyway, a couple of last-minute announcements for you. We've got live lesson tonight with the incredible Phil Kagi, fingerstyle master guitarist. He's been arguably one of the best fingerstyle guitarists on the planet for the last 2 decades, and I'm thrilled that Phil Kagi is going to be with us in kind of a special Christmas edition of Live Lesson tonight, December 13th at 7 p.m. here in Central Time. So we're going to be giving away a guitar. We're going to try and get Phil Kagi to autograph it as well, and some other stuff. So don't miss it. This is probably going to be the best live lesson we have ever done. So don't miss it tonight, 7 o'clock if you can make it. Now, the next live lesson after that is going to be our New Year's edition, and that's going to be on December 27th. Wanted to also let you know we've got Gibson Skills House, which is an area on Gibson.com that we provide educational content for all the time. This week, I just put up a lesson on octaves, using octaves for R&B playing and jazz playing and rock playing, and that's in the Gibson Skills House section of Gibson.com. That link and those links are in this newsletter, so check that little lesson out. Also, there's also song lessons there as well, and this song for this week is Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles, so if you want to learn how to play that, we have other instructors that are teaching you that as well. Wanted to encourage you, it is the holiday season. Grab your guitar, go play for some folks. That's the challenge for you. It's a wonderful time to be playing guitar and to be making music in your own home. You might even make a magical musical memory with your family by just getting out and playing. So wanted to encourage you to do that. Have a great holiday season. There is much to be thankful for. We'll see you next time.